We have CIMJ fighting off Unreal Nightmare Thuggets. Tried to make that push onto Oblivion, have to deal with Grow Gaming on the other side as well. They have a wealth of utility right now. You can see the nades going down, backing away, but defensive bombardment along with the wall for Thuggets. They are the first team out here, and we know that a lot of the walls have gone down from almost all sides. Rails up top, Nox gas grenade, making it stink on the low ground here, but he's not behind cover. He'll fall, and his husband goes to the ground with that wall. 5 squads remaining, make that 4. Orin Esports still up as a duo.
Keep dropping like flies, now make it 3. CIMJ get eliminated. It is going to be Thuggets, Orin, and Oblivion still alive in this zone here. And with no cover in the middle of the water, it's blessed that every one of these squads have a Newcastle. Danmatic sliding in and fully healed as Thuggets slide in to take the first dub of the day.
And Thuggets with the onion defense comp, by the way. They did a great job. We saw early on the power of this composition. Now, they weren't able to really utilize it to the full extent that we see here on Stormpoint, right? Really utilizing the Trident for that. They didn't have to. They were so close.
They've recognized the moments that the battle hinged on a decision. They've made all the right ones up until now. Phony, Jinbert and Verhulst, and Balverine joining them as a coach. Oh, it'd feel good to get a match day win right on that timing. But NIP, your name stand in their way. 3 squads left here. And it's NIP and 100 Thieves.
With 100 Thieves, the boys are back in town here, all grouped up together, reunited, and it feels so good. And Verhulst with these PK shots, he peeks at them, they call in the bombardment, they have safety underneath the dome of protection, and they're not overextending. They see the kills, but if they give up this space, guess who's just gonna come up right behind them?
My goodness, he got absolutely chunked. Look at that. He lost nearly 160 health in 1 moment. And you can see Unreal Nightmare saying, is this really happening? Is this really happening? We have low ground. Everyone can see us. They're fighting each other. I mean, Unreal Nightmare, more like a real dream. They got the 2 best teams. Not even looking at them. And they take the win here. Oh, it's as easy as it comes for Unreal Nightmare.
That's actually crazy how KCP just fully, just sent it onto 100 Thieves like that. I'm not gonna lie.
100 Thieves having to keep an eye on Thuggets and Liquid Alienware, but here we go. The rotates on in. Thuggets get knocked out of the sky in that Trident, and now Pioneers shifting once again to play off of momentum.
Dude, I love it. I love it. Mav is going crazy, by the way. Like, imagine showing up. We're here talking about Cersei. Mav is like, don't worry. You put some respect on my name. You don't know the business that I've had to put down in collegiate Apex, because I've heard that Mav has popped off before, and here Mav comes through with the rest of KCP alongside Jay and Cruelbuckle after making this transition now, circling right behind TLAW. There comes the Wrecking Ball. There is a Sheila, but they're not afraid.
Team Liquid Anywhere out 100 Thieves as well. The third party from Masters of Evil. Pioneers have taken very little damage. Never mind. Cool Buckle will buckle at Thatch. Mav tries to hold the line with that PK. Legatron on the other side. Jay is still alive. It's now Orin Esports coming in for the third party, and Orin Esports clearing out that north side. Charge forward to the south to clean things up and pick up the win. That's going to put them in first place overall with 38 points.
Dude, that was... Did KCP just drop like a 20 bomb as a full squad, right? Like, I don't even know. They just went so crazy.
And the rest of Grow Gaming trying to find the angle onto them. But they do themselves have to be careful. Unreal Nightmares will be the next team to fall. Now this leaves us with 5 teams remaining here. And it might be 4 in just a moment. Grow doing a great job from this high ground position. But throughout all this D-gap, Team Inferno, they're waiting around on the edges for basically the victor of this fight, and then to clean up with the third party. Oblivion ends up falling. Now we're coming down to our final 4.
This is unbelievable from Grow Gaming. I mean, the shots that they're hitting, you look at the impact they have had on this game, it's unbelievable. They're the reason 100 Thieves lost Verhulst in the beginning on that rotation. The shots from the scout, we got to see them firsthand. Noct has 8 kills already, and Keon and Dropped are firing on all cylinders. They've got the high ground. They've forced Rock to go ahead and make a rotation towards what will be D-Gap, and I think this is Grow Gaming, who have found a lightning in a bottle and are trying to capitalize on it. Jamerson dropped here with the PK, waiting for the Catalyst Dark Veil to fall. Can he find the light here on James Fearless? Oh, certainly. It looks like it should be Grow Gaming. with the victory. But they're going to have to finish a couple of these PK shots to do it. And that'll be no problem, they say, as Keon knocked and dropped. Find the synergy. They find a way.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time for this squad. Again, when you come in with one of the best anchors in Apex Legends with Keon there, who just already understands his role and what he needs to do, it's very easy for Dropped at that point to kind of lead the team.
This is the area we were talking about earlier on before, Jamerson, where there's a lot of buildings that coexist, and even through the cat wall, you know where they're hiding, you know what corner they're stuck in, still trying to clear off that team. And Unreal Nightmare with Davis still with Blue Evil Shield is going to be able to get that information and a crypto EMP.
Yeah. Comes out, I think 2 members of Liquid Alienware might have been hit, but here's CIMJ that were playing underneath them coming out. Rails has that set up, but you can see the top down coming out from Team Liquid Alienware, picking up a knock, a second one as well. Unreal Nightmare now just down to Davis Wade, trying his best to survive, but he runs into 3 members of CIMJ. Unreal Nightmare will fall. Team Liquid Alienware holding on to the center of the map. We got Shopify Rebellion, CIMJ, and even one lone member of 100 Thieves still alive.
After they were just popping off too, it was very difficult for them to try to get back up onto the high ground without getting harassed by multiple teams. And Verholz is just staring down the barrel at Team Liquid Alienware. Do they know that he is a solo? No matter what, they can't even put their attention onto only Verholz when there's a fight happening right at their feet for the teams that do want to get onto high ground.
Shopify Rebellion get wiped by CIMJ. That leaves CIMJ along with Team Liquid Alienware. Verholz trying his best to survive, but now it's going to be a clean 3v3. The battle lines are drawn, but it's Team Liquid Alienware with the high ground, and they are dishing out the damage. Team Liquid Alienware. We've been waiting for this turnaround in the day for them, and they finally execute on it, getting the Game 5 win.
They needed it desperately. We keep hinting at it for a reason. They're one of the teams on cusp, perhaps maybe not qualifying with enough championship points, so they need everything that they could get. And this is the Team Liquid that we know they're trying to claw their way back into recognition, into the form that we know Team Liquid has been at before.
Yeah, CIMJ have taken that high ground though. Kind of swap position, wall out from Jen Burden, but Keon was just watching it in time. Jen gets cracked, but CIMJ might be making their move. Grow needs to respond to this in time. We've got another team showing up, trying to pick up this last kill. 100 Thieves will go down in 3rd place.
He cannot clutch it out. 100 Thieves. I mean, it was very difficult with Stallions being able to retaliate and reset themselves after getting the res onto Albert lately, by the way. 6 squads left. Grow Gaming now down to a duo. Can they be able to do this here as they take the 1st place spot? As we see them, they were so close there. 5 squads left. They need to hold this advantage though with 57 points.
Stallions try to charge forward, utilizing that riot drill to force them back at the very least, but Keon's got that Sheila out, and you do have to be careful. CIMJ finding another kill onto KCP, looking for a little bit more. Grow Gaming have already done the job. No one else really here left to try and overtake them. Grow, though, still want to pick up as much KP as possible. Pioneers will ultimately go down. It's 4 squads left. And it's Stallions with the solo, CIMJ with the solo, Grow only now down as a solo. It's all up to Rock to finish things off.
Rock, but CIMJ, by the way, they're pretty close. They have 53 points total now, and they've been able to get some KP, but can they clutch it with now losing out on their Gibby? 2 members left before Rock try to slide in. Our last 2 squads, they were popping up before, but can they hold it as Rock are just looking to breeze through this dub for our final game of the day here in Americas?
And oh my God, that had huge implications. I'm waiting to see the final leaderboard, but Rock might have been able to climb up exponentially there. Don't know if they did enough to possibly take the win. They might have gotten 2nd. This is close. This is extremely close.
And it's enough to put Rock Esports ahead of CIMJ on the day, but not enough to beat Grow Gaming in this final series. So an incredible match day for those 3 teams. And as you see it, there it is. Grow Gaming, 2nd place overall now. KCP in the lead, SR, Your Nightmare, and then ZZ right behind him in 5th.
Got the PK if it does come down to it. But honestly, It's basically double sniper, double shotgun for him at that point with the way you can utilize both of those guns. K-Flight just making sure that their south is cleared. They do have Roadhouse as the duo. You can see Blast and Aku out there. Lufka has not been able to make it back to the game, unfortunately for them, but Roadhouse are getting closer and closer, converting into a top 5 at the very least.
I'm a big Pablo Minecraft fan, by the way, especially with the way that Take Flight are holding this position, to the way that they're going to be able to utilize these ultimates, because that Nox grenade is going to go hard, but they fully send it onto this team. They go down with that portal, but is it worth it? Look at the amount of nades tossed at their feet. The caustic gas traps, can they get away? Only leaving Clone alive, but that Nox gas is ticking, and you got to get out. But with no time to spare and the zone closing in, I'm seeing these Sheilas beam around them, and so much of these caustic gas traps set up before their eyes.
You got Nameless, Onyx, BCGO, and Ronin, all full threes, but like you had mentioned, Onyx is up there. The only Rampart in play. He had the Sheila amped up, but now EQ finds that first knock onto Guts, and it's just bombardment after bombardment. Huge connects here as EQ will go ahead and pull that Sheila out to try and finish things off.
Let it rain, EQ with the Sheila. All you need is to break down these Newcastle walls. No cover for you to hide in. Look how low the opposition is as Ronin, one of the teams rocking the Sparrow, maybe the only team honestly rocking the Sparrow for this first game here, are trying to get the res. VC Go gets a slam down with the Newcastle wall, and they're having a stare off with Onyx, who are safely inside a Gibby Dome with another Newcastle wall and these amp barriers set up by a Rampart.
Yeah, all these walls allows them to weight down the cooldowns. They need the mobile shield up. They need that dome of protection up. The nades aren't coming in. Onyx now are backed up into a corner, but they should have enough time here. Defensive bombardment out, and now it's Onyx trying to push the charge.
With the Gibby bombardment going down, trying to play space, EQ goes down in Ronin. The team that had the caustic gas trap set up with the altar being the last one alive take the first chaotic dub of the day.
Ryumatsu and Guts, I told you, Vicky, I love this spot by the gravity cannon earlier in the game, but they moved on. And now the team that's here looks like they could be a god spot as the rest of the chaos happens at the bottom of the hill. And we'll see who's able to climb this one. GoNext. Mentioned this could be their day. No Alliance, second place in Europe, but they've got to get through NVMI, who are climbing up. Kazakh to his right is light, peeks with one, finds one. Kazakh with a big kill. Now what can Nine Impulse do? He's going to go down and get a bat. Hardeki has to hold this to keep the pressure off. He can't. He gets lit up. This could spell trouble for NVMI.
The fact that he was able to survive that before dropping down, they're playing off the only cover they have so nicely as Nameless slide in with 3 squads left here. They get the next knock, the P20s coming in clutch. Nice shield swap now coming in from Guts here. And remember, they had cleared the backside of that zone, but with a PK shot, they cannot give up this space. They still want to make sure that they have visibility over by high ground, which is why they had the Void Nexus set up.
Wow, Void Nexus is so good, and R and Ryumatsu providing such great supporting cover. This is how you take advantage of it. But right here, there's free KP. We may not win this whole game, but we certainly feel like we can win this fight. And that alter Q, so important to kidnap. Say hello. Oh my goodness, to the PK. Come down here, little fella. 9 Impulse makes a statement, and now it's just 2 squads left. Nameless up on the high ground, NVMI down below. They're gonna need an alter Q to get out. They do get out, and now they find a kill. Hardeki takes one to R, but R, can he somehow have his teammates clutch up?
There's no way when Nameless had the game-winning position. It is really up to Guts here as NVMI with the PK and knock after knock. Hardeki, no medkit necessary here as they slide in, even with the Sparrow ult, trying to find that pesky altar.
And Guts, oh, he's just delaying the inevitable, isn't he? They know it. They fought hard. From down below, they win the battle and rise to the top of the hill. NVMI is your champion in game number 2, and they do it in stunning fashion.
We'll see if GoNext can possibly try and find an angle on them. You can see they are playing low. NVMI spot out light, get some decent damage off. There's the crack, but they can't follow up.
You have to watch for these EMPs. This is going to be crazy. There may only be one maybe left from Onyx, but before these fights start with GoNext getting the first knock, they don't want to give up too much space even with them having the advantage. They're looking for the dub, and VMI get eliminated. They knew the other team would eventually walk up here. Still Crypto's in the lobby here, even with one Watson, but eventually they're gonna have to start moving. It'd be ashamed if an EMP would delete all the hard work of these Watson fences, but even better for Light to take control over the high ground like the king he tries to be, sliding in with the PK, proving that's all he needs as GoNext take the final game on Storm Point.
It was just a matter of time for GoNext. This has been one of the most consistent teams across the splits and ultimately taking the win here. But you saw the coordination. You called it out, Vicky, waiting on that EMP, instantly jumping in. Cybercats, though, aren't able to find the opportunity. You can see now Pot up top. Nam moving through the lower. Flippin ends up going down for Empire as Cybercats are looking for a little bit more. Now Empire Gaming, the Sate will fall, and it's all up to Arctic, who keep them alive. It's top three. GoNext, Cybercats, Empire on the verge of getting knocked out here, but Arctic is doing his best. This is a huge opportunity now, Rain, for GoNext to finish things off.
That's just a cleanup crew. They've been sitting in. Make it clean. And GoNext, they want to do just that. That's one. No shot to get away from that. Henchman, doing his namesake justice as GoNext takes the game, the first one on E-District, and yet another win in this EMEA lobby. They are loving it.
Wow. GoNext, again, had a huge opportunity there with Cybercats. Just getting a little too aggressive. They saw all the kill points. They saw the trades taking place there. And so they give up a lot of positioning, allowing GoNext to just creep forward. They already had a great position, and they were gifted an even better one after that.
Now trying to climb up, though. That's not Minecraft, Steve. That's Minecraft Pablo living up to the name, and he's got the Kraber in hand. PK as well. Can he make this happen as they're stuck against the wall? They have information off the Seer Tactical, too, and with the EMP, this is the green light. Pablo lands a Kraber shot. Can he get another one with their feetsies? Misses out on the next one. The Ash Portal right on time to reposition.
Onyx now on top of them. Take flight. Try to push forward here. This is going to leave Na'Vi on the slower side of the zone with Pot trying to recover on the other end. Pablo ends up finishing, or excuse me, getting another knock onto Taskmaster here. Take flight right on top of Onyx. You can see now the pressure has been alleviated just a little bit. He still has 6 shots remaining here with the Kraber, but it's coming to close quarters combat. Nice tag there as he backs away. That's a knock onto Kizarone, making things so much more difficult for Onyx. It's our final 3 teams. Take that too.
Oh, they got to respect the Sheila, though. The Sheila just immediately annihilated Onyx now. Our final 2 teams, and Na'Vi have the high ground. They have the momentum, and they have the aggression right now. Before they drop down, Pablo gets that PK shot. It looks like, oh, actually, we're at the Kraber shot, but it's fine because Na'Vi hold their position, and they get the next win for game number 5.
Na'Vi were able to just bide their time. They held the line. They didn't move out of their position too early. They were so close to the center of the zone. You saw all the movement coming out from Take Flight, coming out from Onyx, making things so much more easier for Na'Vi at the end of the day there.
See if they can capitalize with VC Go, also getting EMP'd. Na'Vi slide in, Slab looks behind him, and the moment you try to extend, Na'Vi got sandwiched. Talk about timing. This is the positioning that a lot of these teams wanted to fight for safety, and with the zone pulling away, Legion Gaming now follow up with the 3P. Talk about an invitation to a bigger party. VC Go get eliminated, and now MVMI, they walk up with a slowdown off their own friendly Sparrow ultimate, and it's been working out nicely for them. As you can see, McClutch trying to hold a nice little head glitch here off the Pathfinder, grapples away, but the PK shots still find its craft.
Nate trying to hold the line here, but he is absolutely cracked. 9 Impulse, finding the angle, gets the knock. Now with MG Clutch on the other side of this one, the third party's coming in here. NVMI, they have just done enough. 4th place position with the KP to take 2nd place here. Now they have an opportunity to go for the reset. I don't know if they'll be able to get the res onto Hardeki. I don't see a mobile respawn beacon there for 9 Impulse, and there's the re-knock onto Kazakh as 9 Impulse will try his best to survive a little bit longer to make sure they secure this, but no, will not give them that opportunity whatsoever. It's 3 teams remaining here, Vicky. Trojan and Legion Gaming fighting it out as now Nam are looking for the third party.
The only team right now in the best position out of all these squads is Nom, uncontested as they walk up to 3P this fight. They try to sandwich Trojan from right behind, making them the ham to the sandwich. But Ofran with the Kraber shots find the knock onto Atnum. Trojan in a lot of trouble here as Nom move up. They are feeling themselves. They have the Kraber here to go for it. They already got the original knock, and they get the finishing blow to get even more KP. Last two squads as now Nom look down at Legion Gaming.
The Legion Gaming were able to full reset for themselves here. It is a full 3v3. Offred is looking for that Kraber shot, but the off angle for Zumpy. That might be enough. Offred will fall. And just like that, the tides have turned. Legion Gaming with a great reset. They note that the third party come in, get out of position for it, put themselves in the winning spot, and Legion Gaming take the final game of the day.
But when it comes to the series results, there's only one team that we could really talk about. It's GoNext. They didn't get their 3 wins, but they might as well have. 80 points, 25 points ahead of the next closest rival in VMI, who tied with Onyx, by the way, and just edged them out in terms of the biggest game. But Vicky, what a performance from GoNext. What do you have to say about this team that certainly has taken advantage of their moment in the sun?
It's their timing on when they call fights while also prioritizing their rotates. I love listening to their comms. You could tell that they're feeling very confident, and I want to keep seeing this attitude. And I also just want to give a shout out to Legion Gaming because after taking that dub in that last game, I do believe they were sitting in like 13th place overall before taking that dub, and that basically just pushed them up half of that up to 6th place here. So that was very necessary.
Who's going to fall by the wayside? We said this was the beginning of that back 9, people embracing the change as an idea for what this show meant. And we'll see it in North America, but EMEA's already shown us that the teams embracing the change are the teams that have already been leading the pack here with GoNext for the first part of this split. We'll see if that continues.